Much, I guess, since the season started. How's it gone for your group particularly?
I think, at this point, I think those guys have made some real progress on just all the things we've asked them to do. The good thing is you still got the second half of the season to continue. We still have a lot of growth, a lot of room to improve, in the route game, in the protection, some of the protection things that they're asking us to do, and then in the run game, whether it's perimeter, attached, or in the backfield, a lot of different things we got to continue to clean up and improve on, but I'm pleased with their progress.
Is it a big difference compared to where they were a year ago?
Yeah, big difference. Just almost 2 years now in the offensive system. There's more carryover from things that they've done, that they've experienced, and Jordan's the one that not having a spring ball, and he's the one that sometimes things are new to, but that's just because he didn't have the time in it. But he's done a great job of adapting to what we do and what we've asked him to do. And then Cam and Preston have a lot of reps in the bank on the different things that we've asked them to do, so they've made real progress as well.
In what ways has Cam improved?
Just understanding of the big picture of the system. It's one thing to understand your job, but then to start to bring all the other pieces together. What is the quarterback looking at? What is the offensive line looking at? What's the front identification? Just all the progression of the knowledge of what you're trying to do and pulling everything together. When you start to bring all that stuff together mentally, it just helps you play faster. But he's improved in all areas and will continue to do so.
What has Jackson West shown? I'm sure there's a lot of stuff flying at him really fast, but how's he progressing?
Yeah, you talk about a guy like that who's still just trying to put all the pieces together, and he's really excelled on special teams. We've inserted him more. His kickoff coverage, he's a very aggressive player, gets down the field fast. He's kind of like Wyatt in some of those things. He's playing right next to Wyatt on kickoff coverage. But then, he really hasn't had a chance to get out there in games at tight end very much. But, the progression that he's showing on some of our Sunday night practices where those guys get a lot of reps, he's really getting more comfortable with offense, catching the ball well, and shows a lot of physicality in the run game.
Is that good for your guys? A lot of the young tight ends get that experience on special teams just to get them immersed in what you're doing.
Yeah. When you start inserting guys on special teams and you start to figure out, can they be detailed? Can they play physical? Can you trust them with those roles? And then what you can expect as they start to insert themselves into the offense more.
So you're talking to Marquise one day, and I think you're talking about Jimmy Graham, because I know Marquise was a basketball player. How much untapped potential does he have as well?
Yeah, it's funny. You met, Coach Shannon coached Jimmy Graham at Miami, and so that conversation came up. Just the comparison of guys that were basketball players before they really started their football career. And I think Coach Shannon said Jimmy Graham was, didn't start playing until he was at Miami. So Marquiston's got to jump on that, and that he played in high school, but similar backgrounds in terms of the basketball background and the things that you can do. And he's another one that shows a lot of progress. He's adapted to the blocking game pretty quickly. That's what you don't really know from a guy who hadn't played a lot of it, and then he makes plays in the passing game that, just because of his length, that are hard to, you can't coach some of that stuff. You just got to go make plays and use his length, and he's done a good job with that. Both those guys have progressed a lot, him and Jackson.